Now let's go to the phone and bring in one of your colleagues at
You
ESPN.
surprised me. I didn't know Jackie was going to be on.
Yeah, a regular on Around the Horn.
Because Jackie and I have
writer.
you and I have a dollar bet going on. Jackie and I have one of the biggest bets in the world going on.
What's that?
Jackie, tell him what our bet is.
Yeah, well, so what we're supposed to do today on Around the Horn was pick a game, a football game, not against the spread, just simple who's going to win the game. So it would seems to me we would pick the most obvious team that's going to win this week, which to me is clearly the New England Patriots, to which Woody objected. Yes, Woody, correct?
Yeah, because you objected. You said it was going to be 45-10 or something. You were like recreating the AFC Championship game score.
Could be worse. Could be worse than that.
And Jackie threw down the gauntlet. She said that here's her bet, because Les bets $1 with me all the time, Jackie. What does Jackie bet me?
Jackie, what do you bet him?
Yes. If the Colts beat the Patriots, I will take Woody to dinner at any restaurant in the country that he would like to go.
Wow. Are you going to fly him in, too?
I didn't say that. I just said I was taking the dinner.
Yeah, and if the Patriots beat the Colts, I'm going to take her to any In-N-Out burger in the country. And her reply to me, which I thought was great, is, "There's nothing on the menu I could eat." I said, "Well, then it's cheaper for me. I'll just take you to the restaurant. You could have water. I don't care." That's our response.
Jackie, why are you so convinced that New England is going to win this weekend? I mean, can you feel it? Is there revenge on the mind of the Patriots? Are they out for blood here?
I think they are in a very measured sort of way. I've been around this team a long, long time. And every time there's something like this that occurs, whether it's Spygate or whatever, they do a very good job of keeping it all in-house, circling the wagon. It happened last year, actually, in advance of the Super Bowl. And they're just very good at it. Belichick's good at it, and Brady might be even better at it. And I would submit to you last week when Greg Hardy talked about coming out guns blazing and then started making those creepy kind of leering comments about Tom Brady's wife. Brady just said, we're going to play the game. I'm not concerned about it. And, of course, in the first half, as you guys know, the Cowboys got to Brady a bit. They sacked him 5 times. I think Hardy might have been in on 1 or 2 of those sacks. But then, until the end of the half, Brady gets in his 1-yard sneak, and you saw what he did in the end zone, right? That primal scream, the fist-pumping, that's saved for his. Those are his kind of like, this is my moment. And then after the game, he complimented Greg Hardy on his wonderful play, because that's how Tom Brady does it. And I expect him to do the same thing.
Do you think
this Sunday night?
Yeah, Jackie, do you think? And I've kind of wondered this, and I think you're absolutely right. They compartmentalize things, and they go, okay, here's what we're going to do as a result of deflate games. We're going to go win the Super Bowl. Do you think Belichick actually addresses the player and talks about these subjects, or maybe the assistant coaches, or is this just permeates in the locker room among the players? Oh yeah, we'll show them. We'll show them. Do you think?
I can tell you what. After Spygate, I had many players tell me that he got, including Rodney Harrison, Teddy Bruschi, Benjamin Watson. He got them all together and said, "This is what people are saying about you. They say that you're lucky. They say that you had to cheat to accomplish all that you've accomplished." Now, can you imagine saying that to an NFL player who puts in the time and the effort and the bruising amount of conditioning, not to mention the hits you take week after week? So I'm just going to guess that at some point this week, Belichick's going to say to his guys, "Yeah, so everybody thinks you cheated to win the AFC Championship," and that's the kind of stuff that really rallies guys.
I was shocked yesterday, and I'm not shocked by much, that I'm thinking about Brady all year throwing 45 of 61, and less than got the stats that the Patriots have the most successful run game in the NFL. And we don't think about the Patriots in the run game. Are you seeing a different kind of run game? And B, could this be the best Patriots team? And there have been great ones. There was one that never lost a game till the final game.
Are they as dominating right now as they seem, Jackie?
Well, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced yet. And I mean, they lost Soldier this week on their offensive line, which the offensive line has been the one thing that I say has been a little suspect. And now you lose one of your mainstays there. But Dion Lewis has been a revelation. There's just no question about that. It's running back. I don't know if you remember in preseason, right? The end of preseason, we all thought Blunt had a bench to serve. We all thought Jonas Gray was going to be the starting running back Well, they didn't even keep Jonas Gray. They cut him.
Yeah.
And Deion Lewis, now they've signed him to a 2-year deal. So I'd be lying to you if I saw that. I told you I saw that coming. I didn't. And I honestly don't think many of my colleagues did either. He's really been terrific for them. He's the perfect. They love that third down back, that Shane Vereen, that Kevin Falk back that can catch a ball out of the backfield and can get you some yards. They love that kind of running back, and Lewis has done that for him.
Jackie, before we let you go, I want to, if you don't mind, I want to go back to Deflategate and Tom Brady just for one more question. I think the rest of the country is trying to figure out exactly what's going on in New England all the time, because there is a bit of mystery surrounding the Patriots. We see Tom Brady publicly, but we don't really know him outside of New England. We don't know him.
Right.
Is he playing with a chip on his shoulder from what happened with Deflategate? Can you feel it? Can you see it? And should the rest of the NFL be very, very scared right now?
You know, honestly, and I can answer this, I think Tom Brady has been playing with a chip on his shoulder since the day I met him, and I'm not kidding. He was a 6th-round draft pick, and he's one of these guys, and we've all been around athletes like this, that is daily motivation for him. You know, he's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, obviously. He's married to a supermodel for his wife. He's got, 4, I think now, gorgeous children. You know, his life is close to perfect, but he has never forgotten how nobody believed in him. And he talks about it on the rare occasion, but I think that chip is there all the time. And all this did was sort of remind him again, maybe make that chip a little heavier than it normally is. But this is a guy that truthfully doesn't need a lot of motivation to go out and win football games. He's just wired that way anyhow.
Columnist for ESPN.com, author of books, Round the Horn champion, Jackie MacMullan. I was surprised that you were on the show because I just left you a few minutes ago. And
Woody doesn't read the rundown, Jackie, just so you know.
That's right. We love you, Woody. Thank you so much, you guys, for having me on.
I end with this. Joe Stonecrab, South Beach, Florida. Greatest stone crabs in the world.
All right. Woody, I don't even know where there is an In-N-Out burger, but you know what? If the Patriots win, I'm going to make you pay somehow, my friend. We'll figure it out, I promise.
Jackie, thank you.
All right, guys, have a great afternoon.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Jackie MacMullan, and that segment was brought to you by Cooney Lexus of Greenwood Village. It's where Woody and I buy our cars. It is the top volume dealer in Lexus in the area. They're located at I-25 in Bellevue. If you want to take a look at their current inventory, go to the lot. But if you can't make it over the lot for whatever reason, take a look at all the new and all the certified pre-owned vehicles at CooneyLexusofGreenwoodVillage.com.
Get a lot.